Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. This is the daily show that equips team leaders to lead through the challenges they face every day. So today, I'm going to continue this topic of ownership, but I'm going to take a little bit of a different angle or different perspective on ownership, because this was a real eye-opening thing that happened to me just in the past 2 weeks. Before I begin, I want to remind you about the Live to Lead event. This is the John Maxwell team's biggest leadership event of the year. It's a virtual event, so you can watch it right at your computer. If you're interested, click on the link in today's show notes, or you can email me at paul@clcteam.com. All right, so let's talk about this idea of ownership from a little bit different perspective. And the perspective is clarity. Now, yesterday I talked about how if you know your mission, that leads to understanding what your direct purpose is and how you contribute to that mission. And then that allows you to have that ownership, or at least an ownership mindset, where you take a lot of pride in your work and you care about your work because you own it. You know, it's yours. It's not somebody's making you do it. Well, today I want to talk about clarity in a different sense, a little bit, from the point of, are you clear of what your life purpose is? Do you know exactly what God created you to do? Do you know exactly what your gifts and talents are, your natural gifts? I'm not talking about a gift that you had to go learn, but something that, or maybe you learned it, but it just came natural. People come up to you and say, man, you make it look so easy. That's the type of clarity I'm talking about. Here at CLC, we've been in business about 7 years, and we've been coaching leaders, we've been coaching teams, we've worked with a variety of different people. And basically, man, as a solopreneur, if you called me and wanted a coach, I'd be your coach. And that didn't matter if it was a life coach, a leadership coach, a basket weaving coach. Man, if you needed it, I'd go out and learn it, and I'd coach you through that process. Maybe not basket coaching, but you get the point, right? Well, Jen is my business coach now, my wife, and she took me through an exercise a couple weeks ago, and I was able to niche down exactly what my niche is, what my coaching niche, and what it is. And it's something that I've been saying on here for years, because I start out this podcast by saying, this is the podcast that equips what? Team leaders to work through the challenges they face every day. So that is my niche, or niche, if you say, all right? Team leaders, specifically team leaders who have between 3 and 20 people. Now, I will work with that leader and their team, but not the individual members of that team. Those days, I'm saying no to that. Because you know what? I just read the book, or finished reading the book, Essentialism. And man, I've read it before, and this time I really dove deep. And if you haven't read this book, get it. It's Essentialism by McCowan is his name. And you'll see it. It's got the scribbly circle on the front, and it's a great book. And he says in there that you need to say no to some things so you can say yes to the best. And I was saying yes to everything. And I was doing a job, and man, I'm always going to do the best job that I can do. All right. If I don't provide 100% satisfaction, man, I give people their money back. And I'm proud of that, but I am going to over deliver. I'm going to give you my all when I get hired. The thing was, I was missing opportunities with my niche, with my special gifting, my special natural talent is to work with a team leader and help that team leader bring their team through the team development stages all the way up to the pinnacle of team development. That's what I help. I help them resolve conflict and challenges, and I help them identify where their team is being held back. Man, I've been like reborn over the last couple weeks because I've been on a high. I mean, I am so excited because now I have extreme clarity on exactly what I do. I equip team leaders to confidently implement the super methodology, which that's our methodology to work through a team and bring them up to the pinnacle. I help them confidently implement that methodology so that their team flourishes, so their team reaches max performance and productivity, and they're constantly reaching bigger and better potential. So anyway, I just want to encourage you today to find your special gifts. And how does that open your eyes to say no to certain things so you can concentrate and focus more on the one thing that you are truly made to do? Hey, that's it for today. And man, if you like this show, please leave me a comment on any of the platforms you listen on. Leave me a review. If you leave a 5-star review, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you don't give me a 5-star review, please be honest and tell me exactly what you don't like about this show. And I'll fix it. I'll reach out and contact you. Have a great rest of your day. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.